and I max out my points going into the championship. And so if I can max out my points going to the championship, I'll be tied for the lead with about 20 people. And then if I beat out all 20 of those people, I get Angler of the Year. So that's what I'm hoping for. But I have to win this month. And that's why I've been picking on Damien so much during this live deal. It's because he's in second place. And I've already told him, I said, dude, I'm sandbagging. I'm not going to enter all my fish. And so it's driving him nuts, and it's great. Like I told you guys earlier, I am a trash talker. But I'm being honest with him. I'm not going to enter all my fish. I don't want anybody to know what I've got until the end of the tournament. So any tips on fishing small ponds with few bass? It's a public park pond. Ooh. Go small and go light line. So like 6-pound test fluorocarbon, a Ned rig. Watch every video on YouTube about a Ned rig and go.
All right, guys, can you hear me now? Sorry about that. I'll leave my YouTube on quite a bit, but anyways, I am here. Can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me now? No Fluke Master? And my audio sounded good. Let me know. So, long story short, I don't work tonight. I don't work tomorrow night, and I don't work Sunday night. So we're gonna go 3 straight days streaming here at night. So if y'all are cool with that, smash the like button. Sorry I've been MIA. I've had some things going on this week. So, but it's a good time in the fishing industry right now. It's Labor Day. Tackle Warehouse starting their sale tomorrow. Actually, it's live now. 15% off on Tackle Warehouse. So I'm going to do something pretty cool Sunday night. You guys are going to help me build a unboxing order for Tackle Warehouse. So there's some things you guys want to see on the channel, some stuff you want to see me talk about, review. Here's your chance to get it in a TW order. And basically, anytime guys give me a super chat in the last month or two, that goes to buy baits for Baitman Jr. We're gonna get Baitman Jr. here and picking some baits out and stuff like that. So, Jerome. All right, I'm gonna touch that button again. Sound. Hello. The mute is not off. Can y'all hear me now? Hello. I know it's working. I don't know why it keeps muting that. This is really sad. But all right, we're going now. So hopefully y'all heard that story. If you didn't hear the story, Sound Man's got to be fired. But anyway, I don't know if y'all heard the Guggen Rod store. So long story store, Dobbins Rod forum. You need to join that, by the way, if you guys are fans of Dobbins Rod. Lots of good information in there. And so some guy asked about Guggen rods, and let me find the post. Because there's still people that keep commenting on it. Anyway, so this guy asked about Guggen rods and the specs on them, and he was all acting excited and asked if there's any Dobbins influence in these rods. And I said, yeah, if you will Google steaming pile of dog crap, you'll find all the information you need about Guggen rods. And I didn't think much about it. I was actually out with the wife and Baitman Jr. and the kids last night, and my phone blew up for like 4 hours straight of people liking it and commenting. So that was probably the only good thing that's happened in 2020 was that small roast. But yeah, you can kind of tell from the rods. They're not going to be Dobbins quality. Not going to, but whatever. I'm not really just bashing the rods. I just made a joke. So hopefully Lunkers TV doesn't destroy me. So hold on. Let me do one thing real quick. There we go. Got to get our live count on there. So Fluke Master had 200 and something people on there, so that's awesome for Fluke. But we're going to crush that tonight. We're going to get to 350 before I jump off here. So make sure you guys smash the like button, share away. I'm not going to put this on my Facebook page right now. But I did get a bunch of baits in. I'll answer a few questions here. Dobbins Rod community group on Facebook's pretty good. A lot of good information in there. If you ever have a question on basically what model rod should you get or what technique for certain rods, it's a really, really great place to ask for that kind of stuff. Me personally, Caleb, I like a 744. That's my favorite Texas rig jig setup. I like a full cork handle. You can go up to the 745 or 735. I don't want anything super, super stiff for a Texas rig or jig. I like backbone, but I have to have a little bit tip in there. 735 or 736 is a great frog rod too, by the way. Ran into Kristen Fisher and she said she loves the Baitman. That's awesome. I have never met Kristen, but I have chatted with her a little bit on some of the kayak groups, and she's a great person, and she can slay the bass. And I like her because she's very classy. She doesn't have to show TNA to get clicks and all that. She's just a good, cool person. And her boyfriend, fiance, I can't remember, AJ McWhorter, he's a Hobie guy. He's a really good guy, too. So that's awesome. What happened to the grass burner? It's 15 minutes of fame. It seemed to only last 5. Well, dude, I'm going to be straight honest with you. I bought like 4 of them from TW 2 weeks ago. My fishing partner wanted some. I catch them on the grass burner. It's a good bait. But I think the company went out of business. I don't know what happened there, but it's a very sleeper bait, man. It's and I never catch them around grass on it. I don't have grass, but it's the fish when they eat it, they stay hooked. It's kind of a sleeper buzz bait, man. Really like it. So American Legacy 20% off Dobbins rods. Great price to buy. Yeah, American Legacy, good people. They'll probably have some kind of sale this week. Great place to buy your Shimano and all that stuff. They're not far from me. They're only about 2.5 hours. Their store is actually smaller than my house. It's tiny, but their storage area is huge. It's actually kind of close to a strip mall. But yeah, man. Hella bass, tournament success. That's the guy you need to guys listen to. He knows how to catch them. I just know how to tell you what baits to throw. 15% off TW and hookup. What are we buying? Well, I'll tell you what I would buy is some of the new DT Slims, but I do know that some of the new Rapala colors are in stock at Tackle Warehouse, so I am going to load up on that. I do love the DT6 in the spring and the DT10. I wish Big Shad was available in the DT16 as well. What's the deepest crank on that bagless crankbait? I'm going to say a DB3. It's probably their big deep diver. They used to make a DB3 long cast, which had just a little bit, I think it had a weight in the lip, and it was meant to get out even deeper. But, dude, I got this box here. I got this box straight up here from the hookup tackle. I've been making an order about every Wednesday with these guys, and it comes Friday about 1 o'clock. And so I also reached out to Ben at Hookup Tackle and said, hey, man, I want to do a special JDM stream soon, because a lot of you guys have been asking about JDM baits and stuff like that. And I'm going to do a special stream dedicated to JDM stuff. And this box got a lot of JDM in it as well. Get so many questions, but I don't want to have baits and I don't know about them. So Ben's going to kind of get me a list of stuff, and we're going to knock it out. So, well, TW Tackle Warehouse hasn't got the odds crankbaits yet. No one's will get them till December, but they are on the site. They just don't have any. I did fish a 6-cent frog, big red bass. I threw it around in the pond by my house, and I've not caught a single fish out of that pond in 2.5 years. Anybody that tells me there's bass in there is full of crap. I've had a couple people, and one person, I won't mention his name, he swears that it's a hidden gem. He's caught more 4 to 5 pounders out there than any pond. He's full of crap. But does Bass Pro Shop XPS have any sleeper baits currently? I don't throw a lot of Bass Pro Shop baits. There's nothing against them. The one bait they make's pretty good. The Sticko is really good. I like that. But mainly I'm not going to buy Bass Pro baits because they pretty much knock everybody off. But the old there's an old one knocker topwater lure. I forgot the name. The guy Shoestrings designed it, and that thing is bad to the bone. That's one of the best baits they put out. So look at here, Sean Myers coming in with that $5 make you holla, and eventually it should our little alert should pop out. Let me make sure it's all connected and everything. Whoop, don't need that. Let's get the chat box going here. The guy should have popped out. Uh-oh. Settings for chat box, blah 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 blah. Selected properties. Okay. Oh look, I got a chat box on here. Can y'all see that chat box? I think I'm gonna take it off. Let's see. Alert box. That's what we're looking for. Alert box. We need to put that to the front here. Let's see here. Let's see if I can fix that up. Super chat is good. Done. The Make It Rain guy should have come up there on the super chat. If not, I'll have to fix that. The alert flashed for half a second and went away. Okay, let me let's fix that. Give me a second here. Actually, it'll probably mess up on me, because that's how things have been going tonight. We'll figure it out. So. Also, if you're new to the stream, make sure you guys smash the subscribe button to me. But Sean, I appreciate the $5 make you holler. Let's dig into this box real quick here. We got 100 viewers. I think we're gonna get to 300-400 tonight. I'm gonna go for a while. Brett Thompson, you're right. Ignite Baits has got some new stuff. So my guys that pour these swim baits over here, I just get one of these little swim baits here. You should be able to see it pretty good. This is a really cool. It's a really cool color. It's called Game Over. The guys that make these swim baits, these are Ignite swim baits, man. They're pretty local to me. Really love this color. It's called Game Over. Scottsboro style mold. Now they're pouring some drop shot worms and other thing else. Thank you, John. I do like this shirt. I'll model the back of it for you. I'm gonna flex on you. Oh yeah. I don't know if I got all the way around, but new apparel from 6 Cents is pretty sick. I really like it. But Ignite's now making drop shot worms, all kinds of stuff, and they're doing a really good job. So, Kyle, I tell you what I did. I went and plugged my hardwired the Xbox in. That way, it's using up less bandwidth. So now when I stream, I'm the only one on the Wi-Fi. And Matt Bradley, I hope you're doing good, bud. Anyways, so actually this one didn't come from the Hookup Tackle. I found this on the Facebook group Frog Eaters. It's a really cool group, and I suggest you guys with Facebook join it. You'll see me in there, comment every now and then. But the guy had this for sale, and guys, this is not one of the best looking frogs ever. This is a Jackal Kaera Frog, and check that out. A purple back and a pink belly. And I let Bait Girl check this out, and you know, she went, "Ooh, it's so pretty." Yeah, I'm gonna throw it. I think I can catch fish on that. I love that little Kaera Frog, but I know guys, and especially me, I love a red frog, but I've never seen a bubblegum one, and it's got that purple on it. If it was me, I'd call this the purple drink. But like that, that's cool. So that's a special color they only put out in Japan. And dude, I paid a good price for it, like $10. So that one is going to go into the frog box. So I have modified my frog box. So, and now I've got one full Bass Mafia box full of frogs. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to have to get a second one. And a good pro tip, if you're going to store frogs in an area that's going to get hot all the time, take some baby powder and put it in that frog box to keep those legs nice and soft. But man, that thing is cool. The little purple Kaera Frog there. Let's see, Baitman, those idiots on the Dobbins page had me pissed, arguing about how they didn't copy 6 Cents and had to raise the white flag. Well, there's a lot of stuff behind that, and here's how I feel. You know, people will make the comment, well, they didn't copy them, they just used the same factory. Well, here's the deal on that. There's several companies that use that same factory, because there's more than one that they're using. Spro uses it. Jinko uses it. 13 Fishing uses it. So you tell me if they didn't want to copy it and they can design their own stuff, if it come out of the same factory and that's not a big deal, then why do they look the same? Just because they use the same factory, Spro isn't knocking nobody off. So tell me that. Why do certain companies' baits look just the same? Probably because they told them, yeah, we want it to look like that. If they didn't want to intentionally make something similar, they would have just told the factory, no, we don't want something like that. So it goes both ways there. But you cannot speak common sense to folks on the internet. It just doesn't happen. Hey, let's talk big baits. Scottsboro tackle, swim baits, striper bass, magnet. Dude, Scottsboro tackle, swim baits are the shiznit. I love all Scottsboro stuff, man. I'm gonna talk these JDM baits. Maybe we'll do some big bait talk maybe later tonight or tomorrow night. I gotta figure out what we're gonna talk about tomorrow night. Alex Rudd was going to join me tomorrow night, but to let you guys know, a lot of people have been asking. But Alex is going to join me next Saturday night on the stream. And we're just going to talk fall fishing and techniques with Alex. He's a crankbait guy. So we're going to talk about that and some other stuff. And so you guys keep in your mind. But that's for next Saturday. I'm probably going to be riding solo. But big news is I'm going to have a Baitman hotline. And so I'm going to have a phone number here. So if you want to call in to the Baitman show, and you can do it. and we can talk about whatever. Let's see here. Anyone watching for Texas, dude? Texas, you need the best bait shop in Texas is probably Ann's Bait and Tackle on Sam Rayburn, or Tackle Addict is a really, really good one, but Ann's is good. Lake Fork Marina and 316 Swim Baits is right there on Lake Fork. So, what's the belly on that frog look like? It's hot pink, bud. Hot pink. Dude, you do have a problem, Nick. Actually, what I was going to do is take all these frogs, my standard frogs, my popping frogs, my Spro style walking frogs, put them in one box, and then put my sprinkers and like stuff that's unique, that's not a standard frog, put them in a Bass Mafia 3600. Did 13 Fishing rip off the Axis? Well, if it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, chances are it has a duck. And I actually saw some dude comment on Fluke's stream about asked if 13 Fishing was going out of business because they were ripping off everybody's stuff. I don't know. They got a lot of cool stuff coming out, but I'm, again, like I said, I ain't hating on the baits from 13 Fishing, but I thought that was an awful shitty thing they put on social media to try to call a company out for no reason. Like, if that's how you've got to market yourself, by calling people out, you're already behind the game. So, hey, Baitman, is my refrigerator running? I think so. What's up, Realistic Fishing? You need to grab some of the new Power Bait Iconelli colors, because I hear if you catch a fish on the new Iconelli color Power Bait, it will make you scream and break dance before you get the fish in. I mean, that's just what I was told. Just what I was told. Love your channel, bud. I watch a lot of the videos, man. Yeah, Brandon's Bass Shop is a really good place. I've heard a lot about that. Dude, I would love to go in the 316 store. I'd just love to grab some baits, but the hookup tackle carries a ton of the 316 soft bait. So, yep, I do have some BFE in my cart. I love the Rojas Fighting Frog. My favorite color there is Confusion. It's like a hematoma, green pumpkin red laminate, and man, that I would love to have seen the BFE in that color. Yeah, Nick. Yeah, buddy. Ike's colors, game changers. I actually do like them. It's kind of got a tramp stamp color, and these got a like chartreuse green pumpkin swirl, which has always been a good color for me. So let's get into these baits. So here's one a lot of guys have been asking about. It's not really JDM, but we will have JDM. So if someone wants to call me out for my Darian Craig clickbait. Let's check this thing. It's going to be hard to see the blade. So this is standard color. This is called Clear Watershed. How do I feel about the BFE? Well, Pangrac and Bradley Hallman are probably better flippers than I am, so they would know. But it looks good. It's kind of like a craw tube with a beaver tail, if that sounds. But I'd have to put it in my hand. So we will do a comparison to the regular jackhammer too. So first thing I'll notice on this, the hook is a lot thinner wire than a normal jackhammer. So let's see, that this is the new Stealth blade. Y'all can see it's nice and clear, ninja-like. So you're not going to see the blade in the water. And it's actually really small. So when it hits that head, though, it's plastic. You're not really going to hear as much. It does not have... So this is unique. It does not have the decoy snap on it. It actually has an oval split ring. Can you guys see that? The oval split ring. No snap, but an oval split ring. The hook on this thing is more finessey. I bet that's like a G finesse style flipping hook. This is the 3/8 size. This color's Clear Watershed. So then I actually got, this is a hookup tackle exclusive color. This is light hitch in the jackhammer. And see, I like a little bit of gold in some spinnerbaits, especially the fall. So I decided, man, I think I'm going to grab that light hitch. We don't have a hitch here, don't really care. So now we can do a good comparison of these two jackhammers. Ooh, I like this light hitch color. Check it out. Little gold in the back, man. This thing looks snazzy. Looking snazzy. I've got some Hog Farmer spunk shads with some gold in them that'll look really great. So this is an exclusive color for the hookup tackle. I gotta pull. Sometimes you get these skirts, man, they're all stuck together, and you gotta get a comb so it can flare out real good. But let's see. Let's compare regular jackhammer right hand, and this is the stealth blade in the left hand. Stealth blade's got a little thinner skirt, but not really. But where you can tell a big difference, look at the hooks. This one on my right hand is much more beefier. Light wire, so I can tell. Come on, focus now, focus. And this is other one is got a beefier hook. It's hard to tell on camera, but it is there. This one's got, you can tell it's got some flex. This one's got less give in it. Now the finesse one does have the same double keeper. The jackhammer definitely has bigger. You can tell there's a little bit more bite in the regular hook than there is this hook as well. But the big difference, trying to educate y'all here. This is what I do. I get baits and I dissect them. You got your normal size blade here on the jackhammer. This is the traditional jackhammer, and this is the stealth. You can see that stealth is much, much smaller. And then, again, like I said, we have a split ring on here versus the egg snap over here. This is a decoy snap. This is one of the reasons this, if y'all see here, see that decoy snap on the jackhammer? That is a snap versus a split ring. So very interesting. I imagine that has to do with something about the size of the blade and the way the motion is. And I guess because this is plastic, see how they put those little metal inserts right there? That's probably to keep from, when that blade's hitting the head, just wearing that plastic out. But definitely more finessey. Going to be probably a lot better on highly pressured fish or real clear water situations. But I've seen some action of it in the water, and it doesn't have the same action as a jackhammer, which has a really tight action. This one is more, it's even tighter. It's not going to have as much hunting action. But I did see on the hookup tackle on their IG they recommended some trailers for it, and I don't have a lot of JDM plastic, so I bought some of these OSP Do Live sticks, and I'm gonna rig it up on this. I am fixing to get back into the chat, so and answer some questions. Definitely smaller blade, Todd Smith. All right, what's up, Baitman? Just ate Olive Garden. Dude, I love Olive Garden. Their salad is the shiznit and breadstick. So, realistic fishing. My man, does anyone make a smaller, less intimidating chatterbait that doesn't feel super flimsy? I like that small chatterbait. Baitman Jr. used to have one, and I've thrown it. It's a real small finesse chatterbait. I like it, but again, the components aren't great on it. Thunder Cricket's pretty good, but again, it's $12. The old Strike Keep, no, that's not small. The Pure Poison's not small. Man, I'd have to look up who makes a good finesse chatterbait. That's a really good question. But anyway, this is the Doe Live. It's this Doe Live stick, the spec one. And it's kind of like, it reminds me of the old Yamamoto, the bait that Brent Ayler was flipping in the Classic. But it makes a really good chatterbait trailer. So I am putting it on the back of this Jackhammer Stealth Blade. Oh man, look at that. That's like a little mini Hog Farmer Spunk Shad back there. Perfect length for that, by the way. Perfect length. So this guy right here, man, fall around them small bait fish, and you know you could skip that. This thing has incredible action. These are actually great drop shot baits as well, and you can get them in a little bit bigger size. But really like that OSP, soft plastic, man. Some JDM plastic. And then I got another color. I thought I had the Hookup Tackle has another color that's like a chartreuse shad. And I was going to add it, but I got two versions of the Doe Live stick. This one is more of a white chartreuse color. And you can drop shot these baits, and everyone drop shots that Siren color KVD Dream Shot. Dude, this would be an excellent up north smallmouth drop shot bait right here. But you see how much wiggle that little tail has. This, I bet you I could even catch a crappie on it. But I got these two colors. Really like this stuff. OSP is really known for their hard baits. But there you go. Realistic fishing. Great, Nick. Picasso tungsten knockers are smaller bait. They are. They're a little bit expensive, but they're good. Dude, Omega Rapture is crazy. It doesn't really hunt. It's just got a lot of crazy wobble to it. That's another video I'd love to make, is that we need to quit saying every bait hunts, because most of them really don't hunt. They just have built-in side-to-side action. But it does have some great action. It's a very hard-thumping, wide-wobbling chatterbait. If you want something with crazy action, I really do like the Omega Rapture. Baitman, you ever use the Jackal eye shad for a trailer? No, I don't, but this is very similar to the eye shad. It's got a little bit more action. Eye shad's a little bit stiffer. What's up, David Boone? Coming in hot from Arizona, where these baits came from. So, I'm really excited about those OSP soft plastics. I got to check some more stuff out. I'm going to have to add some geek crack to that tackle warehouse order. So, rage swimmers and chatterbaits are the best. I'm not a big fan of a rage swimmer or a Kitech on a chatterbait. I've had so much luck on the regular Yamamoto. God dang, why can't I even think of it? The Yamamoto, it's the segmented. I don't even know why I can't even think of it. I'm looking at them. The Hog Farmer Spunk Shad, and I actually like a double tail fluke on a chatterbait, works pretty well too. Or a rage crawl turned sideways. But not a big fan of a rage swimmer. I feel like it causes a lot of drag in the back. I don't like the drag. Sometimes it's just like dangling, it's not really kicking. Zaco, yeah, the Zaco. Zaco, that's the deal. So I'd love to get some more JDM blades, like the Jackal Brake Blade. I've heard is really good. That's a good one. Somebody just mentioned the Raid Max Blade. I heard was nasty. So I have not tried the D-Walker, but I could see the D-Walker doing well. It's got a lot of. It helps it make some roll. So let's see. AP Fishing, yo, Baitman, tuning in for Northern Minnesota. Chatterbaits with split rings are trash. I'm usually not a fan of chatterbaits with split rings. I don't really use them a lot. However, the Omega Rapture is the best one I have found. For some reason, they've got that thing dialed. It may be the way the head's designed. It works pretty well. It's actually a chatterbait I like to throw at night, because I like that big thumping stuff at night. And I don't think they're too worried about a finesse deal. So I'm pumped to get me these new ones, new chatterbaits from the Hookup Tackle. I love to throw this thing right here. I think this has got a place in my personal chatterbait arsenal, especially around boat docks, super clear water, and in the fall, fishing really shallow water where I just want to burn it by them and they not get a really, really good look. So that's why I got some 3/8. It has been tough, man, and it has. So I have tried the Rage Blade. It's actually a very unique chatterbait. So Sunday night, you guys are going to help me fill my Tackle Warehouse Labor Day sale cart. And the cool thing is, guys, if you don't know, on Tackle Warehouse, they now offer this option. And I'm not sponsored by these people or nothing, but I had talked to them on the phone years ago when I was in retail. There's this company called Afterpay. And let's say you get $100 of stuff, you can use Afterpay, and you can pay $25, a quarter of your payment every 2 weeks. So when you make the purchase, you pay $25. 2 weeks later, $25 come off your card or account or PayPal until it's paid off. And it's a great way to, hey, I want some baits. Man, I don't have $100. I got 50. Well, that's okay. You can do that. And so what I did on my last order, it was like $120. No big deal. And I thought, I'm going to try this Afterpay and see if I like it. So my first payment was like $35. And then my next one came out. And then when I got my paycheck last night, I said, well, hey, I got plenty of extra money. I'm just going to pay my Afterpay thing off. And it was cool. I got my baits, and I was able to make 4 payments. They don't sponsor me. They don't know who I am, really. But that's one way to help build up a supply. And so what I noticed on Afterpay, if you use it, everything comes out good. It's kind of like credit. They'll increase your limit. Now, don't go up there and use your $200 at one time. But you can set you a monthly budget and say, hey, this month I want to spend $100 on baits. And you can do it the first of the month. And it just comes out every week. So it's pretty cool, dude. Yeah, it's basically like Easy Pay on QVC. So, anyway. What's up, Beast Gamer? Realistic fishing, I want to go fishing with you. And I think we need to pull out some vintage baits, man. I know you got them. Or I would like to play Super Black Bass with you, because I see all those bass fishing games in the background. And I've logged so many hours on those things. It was crazy. Too bad we don't have bass fishing esports. I might be good at that. All right, I'll answer a few questions. What's a good color to imitate the spinners on Kentucky Lake? Squarebills and poppers? Color to imitate spinners or shad? I'll see you back tomorrow night, Caleb Morgan. And I'll be in Sunday night. You better be on here too, bud, because I know you ain't working Monday. Is the Lucky Craft Fat CB BDS2 really worth $30? Well, some guys were paying up to $50. It's a great bait. But they're back in production. And literally nothing changed about the bait other than paint jobs, from what I was told. There's no difference in the plastic. The only thing, I think they changed the style split rings and hook manufacturer. But that's it. I mean, it is the same bait. So what happened is the BDS 2, 3, and 4 were not big sellers. And everybody bought the RC 1.5 and LC 1.5, 2.5s. So they kind of discontinued all that. And then all of a sudden, oh gosh, we got to have this for the last 3 or 4 years, and now they come back. So AP Fishing, I make some handmade chatterbaits. Could I send you some? Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Send me a message on Instagram. BaxterTheBaitman is my thing. And I'll send you my address. I meant to go to the I might go to the post office tomorrow and get that P.O. box. I need to get that done. So, personal opinion: does everyone prefer a chatterbait trailer that makes the bait roll a bit, or a straight swim, or do you prefer double tail trailer like a frog? I like a single straight tail. If I'm using something real aggressive, I feel putting a big bulky trailer actually counteracts it. That sounds right. It makes it roll too much. I like my trailers to be very streamlined. If that, I really like a Yamamoto swimming single. That's a really good one. If you want a good wide swinging tail and you want to get their attention, that's really good. So, dang, Nick, can't hide that money, bud. Let's see. Here in Oklahoma, gizzard already pulled up on the shallow rocks on the banks on a small lake. About to get crazy good. Man, I love fall fishing. All Jonah Lawrence, what's up, Jonah? Loose Custom Pro, your thoughts on reel, on being the best reel of loose other than the Hypermac. The Loose Custom Pro is actually a very nice reel. The weight's not heavy. It's very smooth reel. I found Mark Menendez quite a bit for his TV show and stuff, and he uses the Custom Pro a lot, so I've got to mess with them while fishing. I like it. I would own a couple. They're great reels. Very smooth. It's kind of in between like the Pro TI and the Hypermag. It's a good reel. I like the Custom Pro. Shiners. Shiners on Kentucky Lake. I like a Blue Glimmer is a really good one. Anything that's kind of like clear with a gold back. I don't know if we actually have gold in our bait fish, but we got those emerald shiners. And a couple of the fish that I've caught this year have spit those up, and they got a brownish gold back. So that was one reason I got that light hitch. It looks very similar to an emerald shiner. Braden Willer, I'll try to answer this one. What is the best color chatterbait for a fawn pond in the woods and what weight? I would go with standard old chartreuse and white, because chances are those fawn ponds got a little bit of stain, and I would go 3/8 ounce. The reason 3/8, if the pond's shallow, you're not going to be digging the bottom. But if it's deep, you can count it down and slow roll it a little bit. 3/8 ounce is a great suggestion. And by the time you put a trailer on, it's going to weigh that bait down even more. So if you put a good bulky trailer on a 1/2 ounce chatterbait, it's actually almost close to 3/4 an ounce. Dude, BDS 2 and 3 are killer. I like the 3. I love the chartreuse blackback. BDS 3 is one of my all-time favorite squarebills, and those baits thump really good. So, let's see. I missed a comment back here from Realistic Fishing. Great guy. He says, "Show me how to use some of that fancy stuff." I'll show you. I don't know if we'll catch anything, but that'd be very realistic, actually. I think we should go do some bank fishing at Percy Priest. But let's see. Any luck with a chatterbait that the hook is on a swivel? So the Freedom tackle makes a pretty good one. And I had one when that company first come out, and I caught several fish on it. That's back before I was really doing YouTube hardcore. And they've got some new stuff. The Freedom tackle blade is really good, and the cool thing is you can change out to whatever hook you want to. Getting a bow tuned up, man. That's awesome. It is deer season here. It came in like literally comes in tomorrow. So what's up, guys? We got 225 viewers. If you're new to the channel, do me a favor, smash that subscribe button. And Brian Robeson's going to come up there, and he's going to do a little fishhook dance, hopefully, if it works right. Beehive Delight, it's amazing color. That's one of my favorites. All right, back to the comments, and then I got more baits. We got to talk about more baits here. So, not sure what the original was like, but you can buy the parts for the D&M Piranha vibrating jig on TW. Yes, you can. I have the original D&M Piranha. It's a nasty chatterbait. It's a very big profile. It's a good one. I can't wait to see y'all fishing together. I love both channels. I think we can get it done, man. You know, I'm not big into wanting to collaborate with people and stuff like that. There's no offense to anybody. I just like to do my own thing, and my schedule's hectic, but Mr. Realistic Fishing, I would rather really just go to some of these flea markets he goes to and help find. He's always getting crazy deals on stuff. That's what I like. So, and he tells it like it is. So, anyway, so make sure you smash the like button. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. I usually don't complain about subscribers. Don't really care. But man, I think YouTube's been behind, but we're at 14,713. I'm trying to get to 15,000 before the end of September, and it was slow last week. So all that says is, Baitman, you're going to have to get out there. You're going to have to stream more. You're going to have to make more videos. So let's cut my PB. 23-inch largie on a man-bear pig. Icy Shock is hooked, baby. Thank you so much for the sub, Icy Shock. There it is. It's my man, B. Robinson up there. You're hooked. You're subscribing. Thank you so much. Thanks, Braden. Appreciate it, man. make sure you're joining in. So let's see. I was gonna give somebody Steve S. I'm gonna give you some nucks right there for that PB. We love the Reaction Innovations baits here. The Man Big Pier, yeah, it's such a good bait. All right, Brittany Rodriguez, what's up, girl? Hadn't seen you in here in a while. Seaguar or Sunline for fluorocarbon? The politically correct answer, and it's probably actually the real correct answer, is whatever one you like better. Neither one of them's bad. I like Seaguar line. My personal preference is Sunline. I like the Sunline Assassin. I think it's got the perfect blend of price. It's got a good price on it, $17 to $19 a spool. It's got low stretch. The abrasion resistance is pretty decent and sensitive. It does have a little bit of memory, but I can live with it. Shooter or sniper, less memory. It's not as abrasive resistant, but less memory. It's a little bit smoother, but it's more expensive. We're talking about $19 to $25 to $26 for a spool. So I'm a Sunline guy. I've always been happy with it. And then the other stuff I use, I tell you guys about, is the K9 fishing line. My guy down there in Nashville, Kelly Albert, makes K9. It's a really good line for the price. The K9 100%, the new K9 Pro is on par with Cigar and Sunline on some of their lower end stuff. So, but Cigar's good. I like, if I'm going to use Cigar, I'm going to use Invisex or Tahatsu. Oh, great question, Brittany. I see B Rob out on Conroe at times. Yeah, dude. He's a cool dude, man. Really cool dude. Super nice. Was very approachable. Kind of felt weird actually asking him to do something on my channel one time, but he was like, "Cool, I'll do it." So he gave me a cell phone number too. I've got it somewhere. It was in my old phone, but I thought, well, I'll just text him, and he texted me back immediately. Super cool dude. So. Yeah, FC Sniper lasts really well. I really like cranking with the FC Sniper, but I've cranked with Assassin too. But if I'm deep cranking, I really like FC Sniper. There is the line diameter on Sniper is a little bit smaller than Assassin. I will tell you guys that. So I can actually throw, as far as swim baits, Assassin I can throw 17 pound, and it's like throwing 20 pound FC Sniper. I can throw, excuse me, backwards. I can throw 20 pound Assassin, and it's like throwing 17 Sniper, because that's kind of how their diameters are. So, well, school started for y'all yet, Baitman? Yes, it is. Bait Junior had an excellent week at school. However, just gonna let you guys know, Baitman Junior, he didn't want to come on the stream tonight. He did have one rough day on the school bus. He was getting bullied. We got that all fixed out. He had a great week. Other than that, and so Simon wants to be on the channel, man. We might make it happen, because I am giving away a trip to Lake X. It's going to happen this spring. If we can hit 20,000 subs, I'm going to give away a trip to Lake X. We're going to have a gigantic giveaway around Christmas time, like doing it Mr. Beast style. So, but yeah, Baitman Jr. he'll be on tomorrow night. He didn't want to tonight. He had that rough day. He was a little bummed out, but we got him taken care of. So. Let's see. Seems like Invisex is a little more stretcher than Sniper. It is a little bit. It's actually a little bit more brittle. I think I explained this before. So a lot of people say fluoro doesn't have stretch, and that's false. Fluorocarbon has stretch. Monofilament stretches like a rubber band. So mono is meant to stretch. You can stretch it in and out, and it's really not going to hurt it. When mono breaks, it's because it's been stretched over and over and over and over. Like, you can set the hook really hard on mono. Unless it's got a nick in it, a lot of times you're just going to stretch it real quick. Fluorocarbon has stretch, but it's low stretch. And what it does is, the way it's made, the resin starts cracking. And you don't realize that when it's stretched, the resin cracks. So then when, 30, 40 minutes later, hour later, you go set the hook and pow, you hear that pop. That resin just broke apart. It doesn't like stretching. All that resin and stuff, the ions start coming apart. Whereas in mono, it just rubber bands. So. Had to go watch your football team get blown out by one of the worst teams in there. Now you watching Tennessee football? Because Dylan, that's pretty much what happens when I watch Tennessee football. So. Yeah, St. Chris, it's pretty rough, man. He's going to be all right. I had to have that father-son talk and let him know, hey, man, it happens. It's happened to me. Dude, it happens on YouTube all the time. So I gotta say one thing. I had a guy, there's this guy keeps leaving comments on my YouTube channel, and I won't say his name because I think he means well. But he left me a comment, and he basically said I'm a bully on YouTube. And he can hardly watch now because I'm so negative, and if people disagree with me, I cuss them out and all that. And can I be negative? Yeah. I don't really mean to be a bully. I'm trying to be humorous. So if I come off being negative on purpose on my rants, I'm sorry. But this guy, he's a good guy, and he's made several comments on there, and he deletes them. Like, he'll make the comment, I get a note, and he deletes them. And some of them are good stuff. So I'm not trying to bully you or anything, but I just want to let you know I appreciate your opinion, and I had to think about it, and if that's how I'm coming across, I'm sorry. So I will tell Bait Jr. you said hi. So anyway, let's dive in. We got 330 viewers in here. I told you guys we'd get over 300. Thanks for smashing the like button and subscribing, guys. We're going to stream tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, so we can get late for them West Coast guys. I think we may go find some baits. I don't know. So I think he's a good guy. He's made some really good comments before. So, y'all know me. I love me some flat sides. So, I had to get one of these. This is an OSP. I think it stands for Osprey Specialty Products or something. But this is a cool color. It's called Tasty Shad. They didn't have no chartreuse and purple, so I am bummed about that. But I really like the looks of this flat side crankbait right here, y'all. And one thing I don't know if y'all can see it or not on this camera, but the internal of what makes OSP baits really special is internally they have this honeycomb design, which you won't find on any US bait except the Bill Lewis SB57, which is a knockoff of this bait I'm going to show you here in just a minute. But really like the looks of this flat side from OSP. It's a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller than the Crush Flat 75. It's thinner, but I like it. It's got the computer board style lip. Ooh, this should be a fall killer. This color's Tasty Shad. A little brown back, a little blue, and that yellow. Ooh, very nice. Very light. This might be a tough caster, but really, really like this bait right here. This is the Spec 2. From OSP. And yeah, see on the back of this package, if y'all can tell, see how the bait's got this honeycombs? That's actually how it's designed. And on some of their baits, they put their rattles in each one of these little honeycomb chambers, so it's really unique. I can't read nothing else, that's for sure. That's the only bad thing about JDM baits. It's not like you can open the package and it tells you about them. You pretty, unless you know Japanese. But so that's the Spec 2. I love that one. I'm going to throw that one around. So I better put that in a box somewhere. I tell you what, I need to load up on is freaking Plano and Bass Mafia boxes bad. So Berkeley says fluoro stretches more than mono, but it takes more weight to get it to start stretching. I don't want to argue with them because they're like crazy, but they're like got true like scientists there in Berkeley. But I would disagree with that. Daniel, I enjoy your bullying and negativity. Well, I am what I am. I'm just an old redneck that likes to stream and bass fish, and I just get. I mean, I ain't trying to steal no Trump 2020 slogan, but. No more bullshit. That's me. I just cannot do that. Nathan, can you talk about your show, your Jackal Bling? Man, I got one. I'd love to get some more Jackal Blings. That's a really good one. Yes, Osprey Spiritual Performer. That is such a cool name. I need an OSP shirt. And I really think OSP makes some of the best, if not the best, baits over in Japan. I mean, they're highly respected. Toshi, the guy that is the designer, the head guy, OSP, all the elite guys are like, man, that guy's the real deal. So, just picked up a flat 75 in Jank Juice. My man, get some knuckles. That's the color. Thank you, Matt. Make sure you use my code Baitman for 10% off. I love the flat 75X. So, no problem, Marky Sparky. Glad you're in here. I do like the plain old box, so I'd love to do a comparison with the plain old 3700 versus the Mafia versus what's that thing that's got the sticky stuff in it? The Jizz box, or what is it? I talk about it all the time. Tackle Trapper, or Lure Lock. Yeah, that's it. Lure Lock. Got the sticky stuff in the bottom. I'd like to see that. Dude, I don't know why the Askell and the Jackal were discontinued, but I heard, rumor has it, I heard that the Askell may be coming back. And a lot of people don't know this. They made an Askell with a micarta computer board build and one also with just a regular plastic build. How much lift does heavier fluorocarbon actually make? Heavier fluorocarbon actually makes your bait sink more. So fluorocarbon is heavy and it does not float, it sinks. And I feel like heavier fluorocarbon makes your bait sink faster. I could be wrong. But here's the thing. 10-pound fluorocarbon obviously is going to cut the water fast because there's not much diameter there. It's very thin. Whereas 20-pound, it might sink. It's still going to make your bait sink, but there's more of it. But as far as I noticed, like on crankbaits and stuff, the reason it makes your crankbait lift more heavier fluorocarbon is because of the line diameter, not so much because it's fluorocarbon. So, daggone, got 400 people up in here. I'm going to have to grab a Mountain Dew here in a minute. But good question, Brittany. I would actually love to test how much effect heavy fluorocarbon makes on stuff like throwing a worm or a jig or something like that. So. The OSP, you know, let's check it out. Let's see if it's similar to a Fritz side. It's actually been around longer than a Fritz side. Where's my flat side box? Where's my? I always keep it. I'm fixing to get flat side box too. So let's do a little comparison to the Fritz side. I think I got one in here. Well, it's Baitman. Oh, I think it's in Baitman Jr.'s box. Really, the closest thing that I have is probably the Evergreen. Let's see here. Where's Baitman Jr.'s box? I think he's got it in there. No, that's not Baitman Jr.'s box. Huh. I'm missing Baitman Jr.'s box. This is not good. He's going to get mad. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, alright, here, let's check this. Here's a Fritz side. Now, this is the Fritz side 7. I think, for the most part, there's a big difference. So, where's that OSP bait I just had? I got too much stuff going on in the bait room. Too much stuff. Alright, so here's the OSP. This is the Spec 2. This is the Fritz side. The Fritz side, it's a little bit wider. It has that weight and external weight. It's more round for sure. The Fritz side is more round. Now this is the 7 Fritz side, or I think, and I think they're a lot different. Also, number one, the bill angle is totally different on the Fritz side. This has kind of got some American influence. A little. It's kind of got like that old Gulp, that South Carolina Gulp look to it, to me. Matter of fact, I do have one of those. All right, let me put this back in. We got to move on. We got to move on because I got some squarebills up in here too. Colder the water temp, the more stiff it gets. Yeah, that's what she said. What's up, Tankster? What's going on, my friend? Oh, this ain't right. I made the comment the other night of having to shop JDM for better tackle. You replied American baits are just as good. I will stand behind that. Some Americans, many are just as good, but I do like experimenting. And you know what? Your comment was kind of the reason I decided to get some JDM stuff. And let's see for myself. Put my foot in my mouth all the time, and it would be no exception. But I know from what I've been told, everybody says, Baitman, you got to do OSP. That's the deal. So one thing I'll say, it's easy to get their baits back in the package. So, alright, let's see here. Yeah, 427 watching. Holy smokes. Awesome, guys. Make sure you smash the like button if you're new on here again. Subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 15,000 by the end of the month. We're going to do an awesome giveaway. Scott at Hog Farmer Bait said he's going to send some stuff too. We're going to have a good giveaway for Hog Farmer. So, how much are the OSPs? Anywhere from $20 to $26. They're kind of expensive, but this bait I'm fixing to show you right here is in stock on Tackle Warehouse right now. And double secret, if you add it to your cart, they take 15% off. So can you tune a crankbait? Are there any tricks to turning a chatterbait, bending the blade? Yes. If your chatterbait, now jackhammers, I've never had a problem, but the old chatterbaits and stuff, if they started to rise a lot, you could actually bend the blade down, where when the water comes off the blade, it pushes it down, and it would dive just a little bit better. But sometimes if you mess that up too bad, it will kind of snake. But I used to bend them blades down quite a bit. You don't want it going at like a 90-degree angle. You just want a soft 30, 40 degrees. Purchase X-Bride, and I feel like the Dobbin Sierra is more sensitive. Are you crazy? No. X-Bride's a really nice rod. They're not known for being the most sensitive rods out there. They're kind of soft, but they got great actions. I like the X-Bride personally. They make a great cranking rod, and I like the 7.6 medium heavy for throwing paddle tails on. That's the main X-Brides I like. If I want sensitivity in a Shimano rod, I'm going to go Limis or the Jackal poison rod. But the X-Bride's a good rod. It is. I don't think it's as sensitive as like a Dobbins Champion or HP or XP. But very good rods. Lightweight. They feel good. Great reaction bait rods. Damn, you got a bunch of Friday night drunks watching you instead of out chasing some tail. I guess so, Jack. If it was me and I was younger, I probably wouldn't be watching a guy on YouTube. I can tell you that. But let's see. I'm new here at the YouTube channel. Thanks, Maria. Make sure you hit the subscribe button for me. Maybe we're up on that trending page now. We got 451 and we're climbing. Can we hit 500? I haven't even been on here an hour. I've literally talked about 3 baits. So, Dylan Dixon, any tips for high school fishing? Yes. Be patient. Ignore people like me that talk about crazy Japanese baits all the time. I would learn 3 techniques and get really good at them. I learned to fish a jig. I learned to fish a Nico rig or shaky head really well, and get really, really good with a wacky rig. Wacky rig, okay, so I'd get really good at finesse fishing, I'd get really good at jig fishing, and I would learn the ins and outs of fishing a bladed jig, and you will do really well in high school fishing. Maria Issa is hooked and subscribed. Thank you so much, Maria, for the sub. You're going to like this channel if you want to learn about fishing and if you like to watch people live stream. So, oh, James Barron, dad joke of the night. You can tune a crankbait, but you can't tune a fish. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dad joke. Dun -dun. Alright, so anyway, here's the Blitz MR. This is a medium. It's just medium running Blitz, you can see if y'all can tell that honeycomb style. This is one of the most popular colors. This one is called Genrin, I believe. Yes? No? No. This is the name of this color. Lord help me. Uru Wakasaki. So actually in a light here, which you can't tell here, it's kind of transparent. Now it ain't focusing. Now you ain't focusing. Come on. But it's kind of a brown. It's kind of like almost a ghost minnow color. You see that it's got a little weight back here. See that little lead weight right here, back behind the hook hanger. Going to give this a little weight to cast. It is silent. No noise out of this bait. So with silency, you're going to sacrifice some weight, but this is a great little middle running crankbait. Got a wide coffin bill lip. Have some crazy deflection on this thing. This is going to run about 6 to 8 foot of water. I really like this because I like that the Lucky Craft Skeet mini DR bait. So that's why I got this right here. This should be a really good smallmouth killer this fall. Really like this. I just wanted to try this bait. This is the Blitz MR. So, whoa, B. Davis. $5 make you holla. Appreciate it, B. Davis, for the super chat sticker. That's something I'd like to get really good at, is this finesse and middle cranking. You see a lot of guys on the pro tours and stuff. They're not always throwing these big square bills and big crankbaits. Especially like Seth Fighter loves, you know, he won that derby on the Blitz Max DR. They do have a lot of OSP stuff at Hookup Tackle in right now. So now here's the regular OSP Blitz. So I got to show you guys something here in just a second. Dude, Lanier is tough, but Lanier can be good too. So this is one of the most popular colors. Is Genrin. This is the OSP Blitz. This is what makes them famous. This is the Blitz Squarebill. Now, somebody may tell me this looks very familiar. Love this, that this is a chrome-like color, but it's got that matte finish. Can you guys see that matte finish on it? Dude, I love those old Lucky Craft BDS series with the matte finish Squarebills. Like, I would let that chartreuse and black one sit on my truck and fade out, but I love that matte finish. This is an excellent little bait. However, it has a very faint rattle on it. Very faint. Now, I'm going to show you the American version of this right here. If I can get... Oh, where's my Squarebill box? Where's my Squarebill box? Oh man, this is not good. I've got to move some stuff around or I'm going to knock some stuff off. That's not Squarebills. Oh. A cast egg boy ducket bait in here. We need to burn that son bitch. Let's see here. Where are you at? Where are you at? I know I got a Rattle Trap bait. Yes. Yes. So I wouldn't say this is a direct knockoff, but it is inspired by OSP. So this is the Rattle Trap Sb 57. Cool looking bait. Good crankbait. It has rattles in it. Computer board lip. Let's see how similar it is to the OSP. Number one, the OSP in my right hand is a little bit smaller. But you look at that side profile, very, very similar. I mean, it is hard to argue that right there. I would say the Rattle Trap. Let's see if it'll focus in here. Come on, camera, focus. It's not going to do it. The backside, there's a good shot. It is focused in like a boss right now. You can definitely tell the difference in the bills. On the sides, OSP's got a little bit more bulge in the belly, a little bit shorter tail, but this bait right here was built, from what I was told, based on the Blitz Squarebill from Japan. I'm not knocking Rattle Trap. Obviously, you don't find a lot of OSP stuff in the States. And it has internal rattle. And they change it up a little bit. You can definitely tell there's some inspiration bait. The Rattle Trap one is a little bit fatter, if you can't tell. I like it when that camera gets in focus, man. The baits look so good. But really like that Blitz Max. Really even like that matte finish. So thanks you guys so much. 500 viewers. Whoa. Whoa. I am old folks. What you got again? Boy Ducky, it was some Castaic BD series swim bait. It must have come in a Lucky Tackle Box or Monster Bass. Well, I don't get Monster Bass. I think Monster Bass is a scam anyway. Well, I don't think it's a scam. I just think it's basically Lucky Tackle Box with a different name. So, I don't even want to get started on there. I like Alex and Ben Nowak. They're great people, so I'm not going to get on that. I think, I'll just go ahead and say, I think Monster Bass started off with a pretty cool deal. And obviously, I'm 6 cents guy. I got the 6 cents sack and everything going on. And me having a relationship with a company like Monster Bass or LTB just wouldn't work. But I felt like the Monster Bass boxes were pretty good. And then the dude that's on YouTube that's always talking about these are the best baits and we don't do this and that, he has basically been hypocritical the whole time. He said he was not going to put China-made baits in there. A lot of their Monster Bass stuff is China-made bait brands. He called it Chinese brand baits or Chinese blanks, doing the same thing. Then he started bashing and saying, oh, well, there's stuff in LTB and MTB. It's these small companies they buy up, and they're doing the same thing at Monster Bass. So, but I think I like the uniqueness of the original boxes and stuff like that. You got to make money, and I get it. So, let's see. Let's go to the chat for a minute. You don't have to rearrange things. You need to get out fishing more so you know where your baits are because you used them. That's very true. I always know where that jig box is. Dylan, I'd like to get better at fishing paddle tails, but I just can't bid on them. You've got to keep them in your hand, man. You've got to keep that. And if you're not getting bid on a paddle tail downsize, go to like a Kitech 3.3, put your 1/4 ounce head on it, and some 12-pound fluorocarbon line, and just fish that guy slow. I'm telling you, the slower you can reel a paddle tail, the more bites you'll get. Now, if you want to beast hook it over the top of grass and stuff like that, that's a different story. So, underspin or no underspin? I'm a no underspin guy. I like an underspin later in the fall, winter. I don't really care much for it in the summer. It's all right in the spring, but for the most part, I'd go no underspin because it seems like everybody wants to use an underspin. If you could only fish rattle versus non-rattle cranks for the rest of your life, which would you choose? I would go no rattle crankbaits. No rattle. Now lipless, obviously, I like rattle on my lipless. So I do want to let guys know, I actually like Boyd Duckett as a person. Boyd's a great person. He's been very nice to me. What I don't like is people that knock off baits. And when the BD Shad came out, they knocked off my boy Mike Buka. Not cool. So it's all right to like someone, not agree with their business decisions. So that's the best way I can put it. And I'm not an anti-MLF guy, and I'm not really an anti-Boyd Duckett guy. He's super nice, and he's friends with some of my mutual friends. But that's just where I stand. I can tell my best friend in the world, dude, you make some dumb business decisions, and I don't like it. Nothing wrong with that. It's constructive criticism. So I'll tell you, Boyd, I don't like it you knock off everybody's baits. It is, but that's, you're a businessman. That's what you want to do. Obviously, you got, FU money. You're probably smarter than I am. So I have fished the Berkeley Wild thing. That's a crazy bait. Can you hold one of them big Fire Tiger cranks up to the cam? Oh yeah. I did this last week. This is the Bill Dance Fat A Signature Series. A legendary crankbait right here, man. Man, that looks good. We're going to have a good thumbnail tonight. That's fact, Jack. How do you feel about the Pompadour? Pompadour is a really cool bait. It's a very niche bait. It has a time and a place. It will never take the place of like a pawpaw or a walking bait. My big thing with the Pompadour, it casts terrible. Like, if the wind catches it, it will sail. It'll knuckleball. But on a calm day, slick day, that's when I like that Pompadour, because I can cast it better. But my buddy Ben Parker, the Magnum Spoon guy, he says he slams them on Reelfoot Lake on the Pompadour around stumps. He said they just hate that thing. You reel it by a stump 4 or 5 times, if there's a bass around it, they just crush it. So, any smaller bluegill glide baits I should look at under 2 ounces? Savage Gear makes some great gill glides. Fish Lab, Fish Lab, I think they make a Fish Lab gill that's like $20. That's a really good one. So, what bait do I use for fishing, Maria? I'm using all these baits right here. We're going to use all these baits for fishing. I do not use live bait. I don't know if MLF is the best thing that happened to pro bass fishing in 20 years. And if you want to hear my really hot take, Mike Iaconelli was the best thing that happened to pro bass fishing in 20 years. Very hot take, but that's what I'm going with. Let's see. Let's see. Jackal Gantarelle, amazing smaller bluegill glide bait. Definitely try the junior. It's really good. Get you a bullgill from Mike Buka. If you can find the bullgill, it's freaking nasty. Hellabass, you're pretty much right on that. I don't really fish much lately. I'm just a bait collector, but I fish quite a bit more. But I don't take the GoPro with me all the time. And you know what? It's all right to be a bait collector. What's up, Drake Toby? Back for the first time. I've been wondering what happened to you, bud. It has been pretty rough here. I'll go ahead and I'm going to drop it on stream, Drake Toby. Go to the back of Vickers and throw you some top water. You're going to get bit. Find where the ditch dumps to the flat in the very back of Vickers. You'll catch a few fish. They'll be brown. Just letting you know. Maybe you shouldn't have said that. I will not ban Hellabass. There's nothing wrong with being a bait collector. I try to fish as much as I can. I'll be honest, I want to buy a yak. I want to buy a kayak, so. You will not hear me go Ike. My wife just got home, so we'll see. Whoa, got a new sub up in here. Old Toad, what is the small crank over my left shoulder? It has a black card with a yellow circle. Oh, this is a JDM bait. Old Toad, this is one of the craziest baits you can find. This has more than a hunting action. It's out there twerking and going back and forth. This is called the Amakatsu Wattlebats. Check this guy out if you guys have never seen it. Has this really nickel, it looks like a penny for a lip. It's a really round lip. It dives about 1 foot deep, but it has this blade on the bait. And so what happens is this bait is running through the water, and this little thing will turn and catch water, and it throws this bait crazy left or crazy right. You cannot reel it really fast, but man, this thing has got some really erratic action. I like it for this time of year in the fall. It mimics a fleeing, dying bait fish really well. Like it's being chased. So that is a Wattlebats. They make it even bigger size. But yes, and that's a JDM deal. Carolina Fishing Tackle always has a good selection of these, and I think the Hookup Tackle does as well. So that is the Wattlebats. And thank you for the $5 Make You Holla Mr. Old Toad. So I gotta put this one bait up, man. We still got some cool stuff here. Dude, the brownfish have got it going on Kentucky Lake. That's something I've talked to several guys about. The emergence of the smallmouth bass on Kentucky Lake. We've got so many 14 to 15-inch smallmouth. I'm going to give it a year or two. If they eat all these emerald shiners and they're feeding on baby carp, we're going to have one of the best smallmouth fisheries in the South. There are a ton of them. And they're living kind of fairly shallow. So, the 10-horse money. I love that name. Have I checked out the snag-proof launch frog? If so, thoughts? Yes, it's a cool frog, man. And let's just call it what it is. Snag-proof is OG. One of the best frog companies ever out there. So many different varieties, but love the launch frog. That's how it starts out. You should be editing, and then you sleep. And then the next time you're supposed to edit, you sleep again. So Maria uses chicken for her baits, but want to know if it works for every fish. I heard chicken livers actually work for every fish. You can't go to Chick-fil-A and hang nuggets. Actually, a guy caught a 10-pounder on a chicken nugget one time. So, yeah, dude, wattle baits are fire, Brett. So, 550 watching, 55 likes. Guys, you got to smash the like button. That way YouTube likes me. Which we're going to stream tomorrow night. We're at 560 viewers. Whoa, I'm fixing to have to go get me a Mountain Dew. I'm going to have to, like, play commercials during break or something, so. Dude, how is the 6 Sense Frog? 6 Sense Frog speaks for itself, dude. Lots of people love it. Lots of big fish being caught on it. I like it because it walks good and it's soft. I like the hook on it the best, but as always with 6 Sense, their paint jobs are the best. Yeah, you're good, Hella Bass. I will watch back your live stream, man. You're doing a great job. You really are. I gotta get you back on here, man. We'll just have to. If you stream with me, you can't moderate. That's because I'm afraid that you might knock me off. I gotta go get the Mountain Dew. It's hard to find sometimes on a stream. So I'll be right back. Yep, come on. All right, guys, we got a special guest that decided to join. Got a special guest. Guess who's here? Guess who's here? Let's do his Spro deep divers while he goes on a Mountain Dew run. You know what? I need to put together a deep diver giveaway, and I definitely would include those.
I don't want.
Oh, I got someone in here. There is Neely, bait girl in the house. Here, sit over here.
This one's mine.
That's yours?
Yeah, that one's my pet cutter.
I thought that was mine.
Yeah.
That purple frog's yours?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, Baitman Jr.'s up in here now.
Bobby has.
You want to talk about some more baits?
Bobby has. It's Bobby.
She loves her brother, so.
Yeah. He can sit by me, okay? He can. Right here.
Well, the camera's not going to be on all very much.
Yeah.
There's Baitman Jr. Check out that fresh haircut he got.
That's special haircut. Real quick.
All right. No, don't put your hands on them crankbaits, Neely. They got hooks.
Yep.
All right.
And I don't want
Back to the baits.
Yeah.
You ready to get back to the baits? Yeah.
I'm gonna get a hat.
Well, I'm fixing to get off here in a little bit, so. Anyway. Anyways, can I have a kiss?
What's the thing?
Can I have a kiss?
Nope.
Give me a kiss.
I don't want to.
Aw, you don't love your daddy? Be serious.
What are those baits?
Yeah, it's all kinds of baits.
Yeah.
So, anyway, does the 6-inch frog have a solid hookup? Is there a flex in it midway? I think it's a pretty solid hook. No, it's not. It's not like a 3 or 4X frog hook. It's a little bit on the light side, but it sticks them. So. All right. So this is one of the. Hey, listen. You have to be a little quieter. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get that press.
So Baitman Jr.'s in here. This is one of the baits I really wanted to order. This is
order.
Neely. This is the OSP Varuna. Varuna. This is a jerkbait, and I was told by someone that's an amazing jerkbait fisherman that there's a lot of guys on the FLW and Bass series that throw this bait right here and do not talk about it.
I like the baits.
You like it, the baits?
Yeah.
I like it, the baits.
You have no hooks in on it.
Oh, this one's got hooks.
Yeah. We have to be real.
We gotta be really careful.
Yep. Your face on the camera. See your face on the camera.
So this is a suspending jerkbait, and
that's my purple one.
this is kind of just a real flashy standard
This
color.
is like a
They call this one.
clear.
I don't know what they call it, to be honest with you.
I'm gonna wait honest with you.
But one thing about this jerkbait that's different than a lot of others is listen to this. Aha. Well, number one, I'll tell you the hooks are freaking dadgum sharp. But I don't know if y'all can hear this, but this thing is super loud. I think this jerkbait's around 20 bucks, 22, about the same price as a Mega Bass. Maybe a little more. I'd have to check my receipt. Hey, look in that box, Bait Junior. See if there's a paper receipt.
I do.
You want to show them this one again?
Yes. That one's my favorite color.
What color is this frog, Neely?
Purple.
Yeah.
Wow. That was mine.
Here, hold it. Don't put your hands on the hook. Hold the frog.
Okay.
Woo! What do you think about that?
This one. That's mine.
Is that your frog?
Don't hold it by the hook. Wow. It's a tail.
The Varuna is $24.99, so it's about the same price as a Vision 110.
That was mine.
But
it has purple.
one thing I like is it's got 3 hooks. They're super sticky, but man, number one, it's going to cast really well. It has a weight transfer system in it and lots of rattle in it.
I know.
Really like that.
Wipers. Wipers? What's wipers? Wipers?
Alright, now don't come in here and start taking my baits off the shelf.
Yeah. Wait, we can open this one.
I already opened it. I've already showed them all these baits, Nils.
I'm gonna open this one.
Oh, Brooks just found a new squarebill. Yeah, these OSP baits, you're not going to find them for $10. No, we already have, Neely.
Yeah.
And what are you doing up at 10:30? It's your bedtime.
No, I didn't know.
It is Neely's. I can tell you that. Alright. That is Neely's frog. She is definitely. Alright. Did you ever wonder how many baits you have? Yeah.
Yeah. I can't even count them.
I did splurge. Got that bonus at work, guys. That happens.
Daddy.
Actually, what happened is I got my freaking stimulus check.
Yeah?
Ooh, Bait Junior. What you got there, bud?
Yeah.
Bait Junior wants to show y'all the new Duo Realis Apex crank. Very excited to get this one. I don't own much Duo stuff, but the more I get from them, the more I like.
Daddy, look at
Dude, look at this
one.
paint job on this guy right here.
Wow.
Love that this is transparent.
Daddy, look.
Love that chartreuse belly. This reminds me of that
What's that belly?
that one HT Tennessee
I
Shad.
want another one too. See this one.
I don't want that one.
That one's
It's
cool.
junk. But this is the Apex Squarebill.
I know what.
This is the bigger size. Really, really like this. It is super silent. Actually, it can only be one variation of silent. But really, really like this one. Got this one for throwing in the clear water in this fall. The Duo's got some really good paint jobs here. Really like it.
You got another one too.
Hmm?
You got another one.
And got one more as well. Bait Jr. just found the Morning Dawn one. How about that? I think that's what it is.
Yep. Daddy, what is this?
Yep.
A note.
It is a note. Alright.
I said,
Put that back in there.
Mommy.
So this is the only Morning Dawn crankbait I have.
Wow.
I accidentally pressed in this live stream, but it's so entertaining that I can't even get out of it. Well, I appreciate that, Maria. I stream all the time, so I'm guessing it was like trending on YouTube or something. So.
But I guess what's I'm not going to.
Neely's wearing one of Bait Junior's shirts, and it is inside out, but at least she put it on.
You need some merch.
Bait Junior says I need merch. My merchandise store is down, so I need to get that done tomorrow.
Yeah, you should.
You need your own Bait Junior shirt.
Yeah.
So check this out. This is the Morning Dawn Apex Squarebill from Duo. Really like this. I may never fish this one, but it looks really, really cool. I think this would be a smallie smasher in those clear water lakes up north, and maybe even out on the west coast. Very, it's still kind of got that threadfin shad vibe to it a little bit. This will get bit. Absolutely will get bit. But I like the looks of this squarebill. This is a bigger squarebill. This is kind of like a little bit about the size of a KVD 2.5 or something like that. Really like that. So Duo has got a lot of really, really cool stuff going on. They're a company I'd like to use more and more of their baits. What are you doing? I was going to show them all. So, but that's all I got. Oh my goodness, Monty McWilliams bringing the heat with a $50.
Make you holla.
That's right, $50 make you holla. Can you say that, Neely?
Make you holla.
Make you holla. All right, let's put these baits back in the box.
Yep. And
Monty Mac, I appreciate that $50 dono. We need to go fishing, bud, before Jake, my buddy Jake, is duck hunting all year. So 581 people up in here. I appreciate all the support, guys. Appreciate all the support. So, all right, Neely, you ain't got no pants on, so you need to go in.
Yeah. I can work on the bait show.
You want to be on the bait show?
Yeah.
Well, you need to go in. It's late. It's almost your bedtime. Okay. I don't want to make you mad.
Why are you wearing my shirt that's broken?
I don't know. Hey, no problem, Monty. I got plenty of it, so I'll get you another care package on the way, friend.
I know.
You will see most of us at any fishing live stream. That's true. It's true.
I know when to see. That's not catchy.
It is a popular night, man. We're almost at 600 live viewers. 600 people.
How many?
How do you like the heavy lipless Duo Apex? I've got one. It's big.
How many subscribers we have?
15,000. No, 14,720.
Yep.
I do like the heavy lipless Duo. It's different. It's not quite an LV500, but it's different. So. Yeah. All right, guys. It's time for y'all to get to bed.
No.
Neely.
Me? I don't want.
I'm going to have to mute the mic if you argue with me.
I don't want it. Go back inside. Go.
All right, thank you, bub. All right, it's way past bait girl's bedtime, so I had to get her out here. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Next time I will let her come on early. So I'm not gonna lie. I needed a break today. Mama worked and I was home all day with them, except for Bait Junior. Neely, she was wound tight. That's all I can say. She does have a temper. I muted the mic. That I didn't want anybody to hear her crying. I'm so mean. Let's see if I got this video. This is what she does to her brother. I would show it, but anyway. But Bait Girl's awesome. So anyway, we got 600 people on here. Let's get something to talk about. I've done unboxed the Japanese baits. What do we need to order more of? What do you guys think we need to order more of? Y'all like the JDM stuff? Should we get some more soft plastic spinner baits? What's going on here? I wish I could just pull up Tackle Warehouse on here. 600 guys, appreciate the love. So Bill Morgan, VFL, $5, make you holler. I appreciate it, my man. Bill, I need to know where you're at. Why is my man Bill not posting with me on the message board? Great guy. One of the funniest people I've ever seen. So, what are your thoughts on the BFE? Heck of a marketing job by BTL. So, I think it's great bait. I haven't gotten one, but always just from the looks of it, I think it's going to be a good flipping bait. Best flipper ever? I don't know, but if that's their opinion, who am I going to argue about that? I'm definitely going to order some. TW has the sale going on, 15% off. Oh yeah. My favorite big bite bait's the Rojas Fighting Frog. I've said that before. Love the Fighting Frog, and actually, I think it's very similar to Yo Mama. It's a really good one too. So, great question, Johnny Marca. Do you have any experience with a scatter rat? It's not talked about much. I've thrown it. It's not my favorite. It's discontinued, by the way. Not my favorite repel bait, but it does have a cult following of guys that really catch fish on it. Dude, JDM baits are, I don't think everything in Japan's better than American, but some stuff like OSP is very, they've got a lot of initiative to designing stuff different, not just on the outside. I like JDM stuff not because the external, the shiny, the flashy, the cool paint jobs, but I like the way they pay attention to the internals. A lot of your weight transfer systems that are now used in America come from Japan. Different cuts in the bill, like on that OSP Blitz Max. There's not many American baits that are going to have a wide coffin micarta bill on it. So they're always trying to do stuff different, and the reason is there's so much fishing pressure in Japan. That's why you see lots of tiny baits that don't do nothing. They just little tiny baits they just throw out there and they reel in like an old eye shad, or they throw big giant baits. But what's crazy is the Japanese guys love American fishing tackle too. $200 rod, what you think is better, Daiwa Rebellion or New Zodius? I've heard the Rebellion is the truth, but for $200, I would probably end up buying a Zodius. I like the Zodius really well. What are my thoughts on Ish's Frog? It catches a lot of fish. Do I sell these baits? No, I just do videos. I just like to talk about baits and like to go fishing. So, good question from Brittany Rodriguez. How deep of water do you throw top water? Anywhere from a foot, inches of water. I've done it before, especially the frog is great in really, really shallow water. But I've thrown a topwater bait out into 14, 15 foot of water. As a matter of fact, I caught some fish on a spook. It was a very special day here on Kentucky Lake on top of a ledge, a really deep ledge. These fish come up schooling like 18 foot of water. They come up, and for about 45 minutes, I was catching them about every other cast on a ledge right off the side on a spook. It was awesome. So I will keep one tied on for throwing in really deep water when they come up schooling. And traditionally, I've caught them in 10 to 14 foot on top water, you know, off the end of a point or down a deep channel bank, stuff like that. But there's guys at like the Ozarks, Lake Lanier, they catch fish in top water in 30, 40, 50 foot of water. It's all about the bait. And if they're pushing those bait fish off to the top of the surface and feeding on them, it doesn't matter if it's in a foot or 20 foot, 50 foot, you can catch them. So top water is probably one of your more versatile baits, and you can catch them all the way up into December in some places. If you can see bait fish flip on the surface, you can catch those bass on top water. That's my theory. The earliest I ever caught a fish on top water, I caught one on a buzz bait in 44 degree water. It was crazy. I was out fishing several years ago, and these bass come up busting. I had no top water. Only thing I could find was an old buzz bait in my boat. This about 10 years ago when I owned a boat. And I threw that buzz bait, caught one on top water. And it fought really well because those cold water bass, they dig, they don't come up and jump. It was crazy. So stop the JDM pushing, man. We don't need more guys buying them. Yeah, don't buy JDM, just buy 6 cents. That's your next best thing. I don't know how many fish I've caught in my life. Honestly, it's not that because I'm not that educated. I can't count that high, to be honest. Yeah, that is one thing, too, ordering overseas from these Japanese stuff. Sometimes you pay out the yin-yang for shipping. So I'm not that crazy. I've got a few guys in the States that get it. But I want 100 JDM lures to talk about. So, dude, shower blow is nasty. That's started in Japan. I really want the new Yozuri pencil popper. It's like $9. It looks really good. Yes, Maria, we want you to catch lots of fish. Like all kinds of fish. Canada has to pay taxes and duties. Yes, you're correct. We're still going up there. We got 620 viewers, but my wife is rolled in. I haven't got to talk to her all day. So, what's up? What do you mean? What's up with the 6 cents Axis? I think it's out of stock. You should see them coming in pretty quick. Oh, for you guys watching, my boy, I talked to him, Epic Eric. He says, Baitman, I'm coming up on the stream soon, as soon as I get some free time. And Eric's going to join in very soon. He said, Baitman, I'm saving the juice. Uh-oh, got a new subscriber. Appreciate that in here. Drummer Troy G, $10, make you holla. Appreciate the $10 donation, Troy G, to the channel here. I don't know if we'll have more people on tomorrow night. By the way, Kentucky Derby's tomorrow. It was just announced that Kyle Larson is going to be running the Kentucky Derby. He found a horse. So all the rest of the jockeys have decided to go home because they know that if Kyle Larson is racing on dirt, they'll just be donating their money. So congrats to Kyle Larson on another great victory in dirt racing. Yep, can't wait to get Eric back on there. We've got so much to talk about. He is just full of knowledge. But I'm fixing to jump off here. And what I'm going to do on the community tab, we'll make a poll. What do you guys want to stream about tomorrow night? You want to talk topwater? You want to talk buzz baits, swim jigs, whatever? Do you want me? I might just go buy some more baits. Who knows? Bait Junior is raking in the cheese. You and Eric should do an unusual bait show. That would be good. I've got a few. The problem about unusual baits is most of them, James, are not good. Here's one. Speaking of unusual, somebody told me these are really rare. This is some sort of Spro crankbait. I guess this was an early generation Spro crankbait. It looks like it's not a very deep diver. But some dude was like, yeah, those goes for like $25 a piece. Well, I've got one. So if somebody got $25, I got a bait that'll make you holla. I wish I knew the name of this, but it's got a weird look to it, man. Got some JDM-ish stuff to it. Man, I wish I had a bunch of glide baits, Nathan. I don't. Did you have a chance to check out the Rapala Haku? I have not. So, did I watch Stephen Taylor on the Go Wild podcast? I've never even listened to the Go Wild podcast, but I will check it out. Let's just bash the Googs for 3 hours tomorrow. Yeah, let the Guggen Squad. When's the Guggen Squad ever got 640 live viewers? Because I have seen them go live before, and they didn't get that many. Actually, they got like 10 times this amount. I'm just kidding. So. I don't know what's happened to the dono GIF. I gotta fix that. So I'm gonna get a new one. I think I actually took it off because I've got a Randy Moss. Oh yeah, I found me a Randy Moss straight bass homie for the dono. So can I make a video of me catching fish on those baits? I've got a few videos on my channel catching some fish. Okay. But yeah, I'd love to make some. I just got to find some time. So, have I thrown the Citizen behind me on my? I haven't thrown those exact ones. I've got some up here out of the package that are rigged up that I have thrown, and I got one that's got teeth marks all over it. The one thing about the Citizen, I will get a lot of bites. For the size of the bait, I don't mean 50 bites a day. I get a lot of bites. I'm not hooking up with every one of them. I'm not sure if I need to let them eat it a little bit more or what, but that is one big soft swim bait that does get bites. It swims really good, and the one I throw is the 7-inch one. Now the Battle Shad right here, I haven't thrown this Battle Shad. Actually, what I've got is the OG Battle Shad, which is now the Citizen. That Citizen gets bit. And what I was told, I could be wrong, is there's a smaller version of the Citizen coming in, like a 4 or 5 inch. So for you guys that think this bait's really big, there's gonna be even smaller one coming out. So dude, I've had people like want to buy these for flipper prices, and I don't sell them because, to be honest, I think they hold up really well. I've got 2 I've thrown quite a bit, and they hold up really good. So. What is your alternative Mountain Dew flavor? I'm a big fan of Code Red, but it will make me go crazy. So I like normal Mountain Dew and Code Red. Baja Blast is really good, but I can only drink it if I'm eating Taco Bell. So, guys, we've been streaming for like, I don't know, 2 hours? We at 2 hours? No, we're almost 2 hours into the stream. Hour 48, so. Yes, I am on the Working Class Zero newsletter. I always. I recommend 8-foot swim bait rod for the Citizen. The one I'm throwing on now is a Douglas 784F. It was designed for ospreys and trash fish. It might be a little light for the Citizen. Citizen's kind of a heavy bait, so that may be where I'm messing up. But I really need to get an 806 Dobbins. So. Is 6 cents really making a flat 55? I don't know. I wish they were. That would be my dream bait from 6 cents, is to see a flat 55. The flat 75 is nasty, but flat 55 and jank juice, holy cow. Yes, the streams go back up on my channel when they're finished. Yep. Go see your wife. See you tomorrow. I am going to get off here too. Darrison, you know, if you need a haircut, you can go see her at the salon there in Benton. She'll take care of you. She'll take power bait for payments. AP Fishing, most of that is because of the Sea Void 19. There's still tons of manufacturers waiting on stuff from Japan. It's a good bait, man. It's a really good bait. So, all right, guys, make sure you smash the like button. I'm going to go hang out with my wife and the kids for a little bit. I appreciate the donations tonight. Guys, 635 viewers. We're going to sign off. If you're not subscribed to the channel and you're just watching this on YouTube, hit that subscription button for me. If not, just smash the like button. After the video, guys, I want you to comment what's your favorite fall fishing bait. So after the video uploads to YouTube, after I end the stream, leave a comment. I want to know your favorite fall fishing bait. So, guys, thanks so much for joining on a random Friday night. And